Woo!
Wow.
Whoa. Welcome back to
Link in bio.
with
Jenny.
and Alejandro. Sorry. Okay, you know what I'm gonna get right into? Did you hear that Costco has a Doomsday Bucket?
Really?
Costco thinks of everything.
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, not to like point fingers, but Republicans are weird.
But to point fingers.
Like literally, they're being called weird. Like actually, the VP, candidate for the Democratic Party said like he coined the term, and we're gonna get into it.
Mm-hmm.
And the Olympics are getting hard. Yeah, intense. Homeboy's baguette gets in the way. You'll see.
So Mexico's very own Camila Fernández stopped by Alejandro Fernandez's daughter.
Oh, that's her dad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's right. And then Fede Alvarez prepares us for face huggers in Alien Romulus.
Hey.
Yeah, let's get into it. Brother, you're coming off a little weird.
Why are you calling me weird? What did I do? Don't be calling me weird, sis. You know what? If you want to get into that fighting match, sorry. Sorry, I'm a little
See,
tense.
you're weird, bro.
What do you mean?
You're being weird.
I'm just sitting here.
Weird.
What was I doing that was weird? Like, it's just like I was just sitting here, like I was just living and waiting for you to cue me in,
just breathing,
just existing, and now I'm weird.
And that's exactly what's happening in the 2024 election. So Vice President Kamala Harris and her Democratic allies are emphasizing a new line of criticism against Republicans.
Okay, so they're calling the Republicans weird to get a reaction, or how's this working?
Well, honestly, I don't even know how you respond to that. But getting called weird is one of those things that will have you self-reflecting, kind of like what you just did, like in front of a mirror. Well, actually, for me, I like when someone says that I'm weird.
But like, imagine just someone randomly comes up to you like, hey, you're weird. And you're like, what? Like, am I weird? Like, what did I do?
But there's good weird and there's bad weird. So I think she's meaning the bad weird. I feel like there's good and bad weird.
I mean, it's on brand. Like these guys talked about Hannibal Lecter, right? The dangers of sharks and batteries, wild conspiracy theories. And automatically, if you don't have kids, you're considered a crazy cat lady. So welcome to the club, sister.
I probably also think the world is flat, brother.
Probably. I mean, it's on their list of weird things, pero...
Well, and all of this weird talk started in one interview by none other than Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. And now Kamala Harris selected Tim Walz as her VP pick.
So we have our matchup, right? Weirdos versus these two. Who are you picking on, election day? Sister, what does Costco know that we don't?
What do you mean, brother?
I don't know if you've seen this viral bucket thing, but there's an apocalypse bucket from Costco that has 165 meals, 80 servings of sides and entrees, and 30 servings of breakfast, and it lasts for 25 years.
Dang.
So if something does go down, we're covered. Who knows, but we're covered.
No seas pendejo.
Me? Sister.
It's just a scare tactic to make money off of us. Relax.
You think? But
yeah. No
it's been 25 years since we bought this.
Oh.
Since it was manufactured. It's do or die.
So we have to eat all of this?
We have to.
Well, we just found it.
But it's been sitting here for 25 years.
That's true.
And there's 150 servings in here, sister. I don't know how we're going to do it.
That's a lot, brother. I'm ready to gain some weight, to be honest.
Well, sister, it's the end of the world. Just
let myself go.
Do it, sister.
I mean, nobody's watching. Nobody's watching.
Unless... Sister! Dude, what's going on? What'd you see?
Hopefully that never happens. Oh my God. Ooh.
Anyways, look, while we have the bucket, let's try some of these meals, right? You down? Tomas, how are you?
How are you?
What's RTS?
Thank you, chef. What does RTS mean?
RTS is ready to serve. Ready to serve, we have some brown sugar and maple multi-grain cereal.
Where's the milk?
Try to find it.
Oh. Okay. So it's cereal.
You go first, brother. I wonder if we're the first people to try these.
Oh, maybe.
People have them stowed away.
They're being smart and saving it for the actual end of the world.
It's not that bad. It's actually pretty damn good.
It tastes like oatmeal.
Yeah.
Like brown sugar oatmeal. The
I
little
really
like
like it.
cardboardy styrofoam, like little peanuts,
Yeah.
styrofoam peanuts.
I
But
really like it.
okay, so then what do you think it needs? Is that what it needs? Just more
More milk. Lechita.
the mushiness?
Yeah.
'Cause right
It's a
now
little
it's just
mushy,
kinda
but it's good.
time for lunch?
Time for lunch.
Ooh. Well, let's see how lunch is gonna go because imagine they give you a powdered sandwich or something. Oh, it's dinner.
Maybe it's like a pasta.
Pasta makes sense. Oh. Wait.
Oh.
For dinner,
What is it?
pasta Alfredo.
Oh, I spoke too soon.
Extra sodium.
Bruh.
This is not bad at all.
This is busting.
We just need some garlic bread.
That's yeah. Oh, I know what it needs. Tabasco.
Ooh. That could probably last 25 years.
Think so?
Yeah.
It's because I need some spice. You know my Mexican ass. I could finish this whole plate. Like, I'm even thinking of getting one of these. Because it's like $80 at Costco. The food ain't that bad. And like you said, brother, uno nunca sabe.
Yeah, just have it in your car, in your garage, just like
Yeah,
chilling, just in
chilling.
case. 25 years. And you know what? If you get hungry on the road trip, just grab a little bag. French pole vaulter Anthony Ammirati's Olympic dreams were crushed by none other than his manhood.
What do you mean, manhood?
Just, can we roll the tape? Like, just check this out. There you go. He's going up. Okay, good form, I guess. It's a blessing and a curse, honestly. It's like, he's packing, but it was a little too much that it got in the way.
Damn.
And now, I don't know where he ended up on the standings and stuff, but I'm assuming he didn't take home a medal. Because they put the thing
but
about
you know
that.
he's going to be taking home something else, brother.
Oh, my God.
After that, his DMs are popping.
Definitely, sister. Look, so before this whole, pre-bulge incident,
Pre-bulge.
pre-bulge, he was at 8,000 followers. Ever since then, he's at about 175,000 followers on Instagram.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
See, brother? He won on my book.
He's been growing. He's not a shower, he's a grower, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, oh, and he's a shower
Hey,
too. Never mind.
hey,
Pause.
that has a double meaning. I see you. That has a
I was
double
just trying
meaning.
to freaking, I don't know, but he's risen to 175,000 followers.
Definitely.
And also, not only that, he also got an offer from an adult entertainment company to, make a little video and get paid $250,000.
Okay.
I don't even think they paid him that much for the medals. So again, he didn't get the medal, but he got followers and he got a job offer.
Use that baguette to get that bag.
Wee, sister.
Wee. Showing off his wee.
Did he follow him?
Huh?
Did he follow him?
I'm going to follow him after the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in my hometown, a face hugger is when you're like making out with like a bigger, sweaty person. And if we're live. I'm so sorry. Hi guys, my name's Liam.
And I'm Joel. And today we get to talk to director of Alien Romulus, Fede Alvarez. Fede, we're big fans. We're horror movie lovers.
Yes.
That's why they put us Scoobs here to talk to you because we love
We can
everything
talk
horror.
the talk.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I wanted to ask, so while you were preparing for Alien Romulus, was there any non-Alien movies that you were kind of watching in preparation for production?
It's a really good question. Horror in general and suspense is what works best for Alien, right? So I cannot have any specifics. I'm watching movies all the time, so it's probably anything that works for the movie. Sometimes even movies that are not even the genre are the ones that inspire you the most. A lot of times, you might watch a science fiction film that no horror in it and end up being the perfect inspiration for it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, in your opinion, what Latin American country has the best horror movies? And then also, put us on. Do you have any favorites that we should watch?
Uruguay has definitely a few really good horror movies. There's one movie that it was called the La Casa Muda, which was kind of a classic in Uruguay that got remade into an American movie. That was really good suspenseful movie where just one long shot of horror. That was pretty good. But then, I'm sure they'll do it. I gotta say, I'll be honest, I haven't seen all the Latin American horror the last few years. You need to give me a recommendation.
Yeah.
La Casa Muda. We'll have to check
Yeah,
that
that sounds
out.
great.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sounds
for
great. I
sure.
love the suspense, and like I wanted to ask you, creating tension and suspense is one of my favorite parts about the Alien movies. How did you go about that, and what kind of like was inspiring you and guiding your directions for the new one?
Well, there's a few things you got to make sure you do. Like one is make sure you create characters that people can invest on and that you get to know, and you can. The more you know the characters' hopes and dreams, the harder it is to watch them die. So when they're running for that door and the creature is behind them, oh boy, you want them to make it to the door. It has to be characters that you care for, that you really don't want them to die. That's a massive part of it. Then the other part is to make sure to have an antagonist monster like we do here that is super capable and it's very hard to survive an encounter with. So that already sets the rule for you that if they come too close to it, it'll be it. It's all about playing with your sense of hope versus fear. What do you hope for and what do you fear for?
So speaking of, characters and talent, you feature a lot of young, talented, and we know that you love all your actors equally. But in real life, if they were put in this situation, who do you think would actually make it to the third act?
As actors and not as characters?
As actors, not as characters.
The truth is, I'll tell you, and this is true story. It's like when I cast them, and some of them I had met before, some of them I haven't. I knew their work, and I saw them all together. Like going to the rehearsals and going to the stunt rehearsals, and I saw the way they all move and behave, and it was incredible how close they were to their characters. Like the one that's the leader was the leader among the group. The one that was the funny one was the funny one in the group. So I would say that whoever, if anybody survives the movie, would probably be the same person in real life.
All right.
We'll have to watch.
We'll have to find out. So I wanted to ask, I know that we just read something that Latinos make up 50% of box office sales for horror movies. Why do you think we show up for horror movies like that?
I don't know. I think in my case, I think it's more the Christian, upbringing. Like just to go to Catholic school makes horror movies, particularly the ones that deal with the devil, like particularly terrifying. But I think it's just on our, on the culture in general, just the idea of sin and punishment, right? Yeah. A lot of horror is built around that idea. I mean, you see it in our trailer even. Kids decide to break into a place and rob, and now good, you'll pay for it. There's a sin there and there'll be a punishment for it. So that concept kind of feels very religious in a way, and obviously Latinos tend to be it's more likely than not that you have more religious person.
Yeah, it's rooted in that. For
yeah,
sure. My
it's
mom,
ingrained in us.
Terrified. Well, thank you again for coming and
thank you
making
so
the time
much
for us. We're very excited for the movie, and congrats.
Thank
it looks fantastic.
Thank you guys.
Well,
wow, that was incredible.
Chill, dude. It's very chill.
I still got chills. I'm so excited
Especially
for this
the
movie.
way that he murders people on camera.
Yeah, I mean, my goal as a filmmaker is to murder over 500 people.
Yeah,
on camera.
Fictionally.
Yes.
But Alien Romulus comes out August 16th. See it in theaters. I'll be there. I'll see it in IMAX.
Experience it.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Take your mom.
Yes.
Take your abuela.
Take your face hugger with you.
Yeah.
Today we have Valerie Gomez, a Cheetos Deja Tu Huella ambassador, a PhD candidate, and founder of the Latina Grad Guide with us.
Hey, Valerie,
Hi,
what's
Valerie.
up?
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. This is awesome. So can you tell us about the Latina Grad Guide and why you started it?
So Latina Grad Guide is both a social impact venture and social media platform that supports and uplifts Latinas in higher education through digital campaigns, in-person and virtual events, and most recently, a scholarship that I launched in collaboration with a local education foundation. We've been able to support women, Latina graduate students continue and finish their graduate degrees. And really the reason why I launched this platform nearly 5 years ago now, was based on my own personal experience as a first-generation Latina college student and graduate. And it was very strategic because at that time I was transitioning from my full-time job at the University of California, Irvine, working specifically with transfer students and undocumented students, into being a PhD student. And so I launched my platform. So there are women and individuals that are part of my Latina Grad Guide community that I've known for nearly 5 years, or who have followed my journey since I moved into grad housing.
That's awesome. It's like an incredible resource.
And what did it mean to you to be selected as a Cheetos Deja Tu Huella ambassador?
It was truly an honor and really a validation of the work that I've been doing in my community. And to date, we've been able to award $20,000 to Latina graduate students from numerous disciplines who are at various institutions all over the U.S. We're currently in the process of reviewing applicants for our third scholarship cohort. So we're really excited to continue doing this work and ensuring that Latina graduate students have the financial resources they need to succeed and finish up their graduate programs. I'm really excited to be able to support them because I know that they will also be making a positive impact in our community now and also in the future when they start their careers.
That's awesome. Honestly, what you're doing, it's like you're making a huge difference. Like I remember applying for college and how difficult the process was, and like you need guidance, you know?
And what kind of legacy do you aim to leave for future generations and your community?
I just want future generations to know that they can dream big and that they can achieve anything that they set their minds to. But I think that as they're reaching for success, that they're also uplifting others along the way. And this is a legacy that I think is an extension of my family's legacy. My family fled war-torn El Salvador in the 1980s. And really, the reason why we're here is because along the way, there were people in my family's life that helped us. And I think about my abuelita's eldest sister who helped them get papers for them to come to the US, or other family members who loaned my family money so that they could fly and pay for their airline tickets and come to the US, and family who housed my parents, my aunts, uncles, and my grandparents when they arrived in the US. And if it weren't for those people who, from really the kindness of their heart, we wouldn't be here. And as a child growing up, I saw my parents and my family generally do the same thing for others.
Yeah.
And I guess more on that, what advice do you have for those trying to leave their mark?
My advice would be to follow your passions, whatever those may be, and to celebrate all of the small wins and accomplishments along the way. Oftentimes we have really grand ambitions, and we don't necessarily celebrate ourselves until we accomplish whatever that vision might be. But those little moments along the way is really what the journey is all about. I would also encourage folks to connect with others. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that's something that I deeply believe is in the power of community.
I agree.
That's deep.
That is deep,
Yeah.
but I agree. And how can students find you and stay informed?
Students can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Latina Grad Guide. They can also connect with me via email at latinagradguide@gmail.com.
Thank you so much, Valerie. Let's give her a hand, brother. If you're out there helping your communities, go tell Cheetos about it. Enter for your chance to win $25,000 and to become the next Cheetos Deja Tu Huella ambassador. Today we are here with Camila Fernández, an artist and the only woman from the Fernandez dynasty. So this is big. How are you?
Thank you. I'm so excited to be with you. My Spanglish is not the best.
It's
but
okay.
I'm trying
Está
my
bien.
best.
You can switch off.
I know.
What are you doing these days to get ready for your first tour in Mexico and the United States?
Yeah, well, I've been working day and night.
Hasta en tu aniversario.
And my anniversary is today, and I've been working since 6 a.m. Yes, of course. We've been promoting the tour in the U.S. and Mexico. We're going to be in Dallas, San Antonio, Houston. Vamos a estar 14 en Las Vegas, 15 en Sacramento, 14 con mi papá singing. Y on my own in Sacramento, wow. Claro que sí. It's gonna be so fantastic.
So you had an incredible career and come from a legendary musical family. Do you feel pressure, like pressure to like follow in their footsteps? Do you ever feel like? Of course.
I know the responsibility that I carry. It's a pretty big responsibility. But I hope I can reach out to everyone else and make something out of the art and my passion that I've created.
Well, you're doing it.
On my own. On my own.
How do you balance spending time with your family? ¿Es difícil cuando estás like touring y todo?
Pues no tanto, porque yo crecí justo en este ambiente y pues para mí es algo muy natural. Y yo siento que Dios te manda los hijos que necesitas y my daughter is amazing. She's the best. Se porta increíble. Tiene la mejor actitud siempre, me entiende perfecto en mi trabajo y pues no ha sido tan difícil como podría ser para cualquier otra persona que no hubiera crecido en este ambiente, ¿verdad? Pero como yo sí, no ha sido tan difícil.
Ya estás acostumbrada.
Ya estoy un poco acostumbrada, sí, para mí es más natural.
What has been the most rewarding aspect of being part of the Fernandez dynasty and how has it shaped your approach to music?
Wow, okay, es una...
Es pesada la
increíble
pregunta.
Oh, wow. Connecting with the people that my father and my grandpa have already connected with. They come to me and they hug me as if they were hugging my dad or my grandpa. It's amazing. I feel the love and I really enjoy that.
Y siendo mujer en la industria, ha mejorado, claro. Pero antes era más machista, muy...
Definitivamente.
Yeah. Have you experienced moments like that where, people are like, oh, she's like a woman?
Demasiadas.
¿Sí?
Demasiadas.
Cuéntanos,
sí,
cuéntanos.
Mucha gente sí me decía, ay, no, es la niña, ay, la hija de, ay, es la nieta de, ¿no? ¿Sabes? Y es como de, no, oye, espérame tantito, déjame te enseño mi trabajo, todo lo que he trabajado, dame una oportunidad. Y ya que veían ya mi trabajo, ya que yo lo estaba haciendo yo solita, ya la gente como que decía, ok, sí se lo está tomando en serio, ok. Y ya fue que, pues con el trabajo sí he cerrado bastantes bocas, creo que sí. Y siento que podría ser pues también un ejemplo para mi hija, ¿no?
Sí,
que
por
crezca con una
sí.
mujer, con una mamá trabajadora y que es fuerte, una mujer fuerte.
So I need your help building the perfect playlist, ¿verdad?
Okay.
What's been playing on your playlist?
No lo van a creer, pero mi hija está obsesionada con la canción de Las Mariposas de Joan Sebastián, solo porque dice mariposas. Entonces la hemos escuchado todo el tiempo porque no me deja poner otra canción. Me dice, no mamá, ponme la de Las Mariposas, que cante el señor y yo.
¡El
señor! Cuando crezca y se dé cuenta del mensaje real de esa canción, Dios mío. And I listen to Beyonce, I listen to also Karol G.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
Peso Pluma, todo.
Yeah, todo lo
Hay
bueno.
para todos.
Sí, eso sí. Pero, is there any artist you want to collaborate with? Let's manifest.
Okay. Because I have a dream collab that's coming out in this year.
Ooh.
Pero sorpresa. I'm going to say who that is. Se van a enterar. Okay. Pero Karol G would be a really fun idea to do.
Oh, Karol also G. Is it Karol G? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
WhatsApp, mándamelo. Aquí estoy a tus órdenes. Y luego también justo estaba hablando con un tío mío y me decía, ¿por qué no haces una canción con Camilo? Camilo y Camila, los Camilos.
¡Ey! ¿Tu tío sabe?
Sabe, algo sabe mi tío.
Yes, algo sabe. And lastly, okay, can you do a grito for us?
Podemos hacer un grito de Viva México, ¿no?
Sí.
Para prepararnos para la independencia de México.
Sí,
¿Están listos?
Sí. Lista.
Pero tienen que gritar conmigo porque si no, no me voy a inspirar.
Yo voy a gritar.
¿Están listos?
Yo también.
Ok,
todos.
1, 2, 3. ¡Viva
México! I was about to say the C word, but I was like, no, we gotta keep it PG.
Sí, Sí, aquí está mi hija. Aquí
I know, that's why.
me regaña. When she listens to me saying the C word, she's like, don't say that. Perdón, así, no mamá, no digas eso,
No digas
muy mal.
nada. Well, thank you so much, Camila, for coming on.
Thank you.
Having you here.
Gracias, los amo.
Woo. Where can people follow you on social media? And also, can they listen to your music?
Okay, they can listen to my music everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Estoy en las redes sociales como Cami FDZ Oficial. Estén listos para la gira, si Dios me da licencia y si ustedes me quieren acompañar, va a ser una experiencia inigualable con un mariachi. Espero que me acompañen.
Sorry.
That was good.
Alejandro, let me know. Oh, that was good.
Was it?
Yeah, dude. I was expecting something could be like, oh no, I don't think. Like, oh, that was good. Oh my god.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of Link in Bio. I'm Jenny.
I'm Alejandro, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.